He's that type of rider, and getting into that move which he did with a lot of these riders we have on our screen at the moment, that was the the perfect situation. The way he could possibly go on and win this race, and now he's in a great situation because he's fighting to stay in contention. But sometimes a guy, when he gives that first effort, the first couple of pedal strokes, he can put in a distance. But Van der Poel, maybe he might be get back into his rhythm, but it doesn't look good for Van der Poel. It looks like Pogačar is going to ride away, and now the question is, has Mats Pedersen got enough to be able to go on to the Patersberg after the Oude Quaremont and hold on to the advantage? Is looking going to be a real difficult one.
This is a phenomenal display. It didn't matter that perhaps it was predicted that this would be a playground for Tadej Pogačar. This man at the moment is indeed in charge of the game, but it's whether he can continue to play it with this man closing in on him. And just look at the way he's distancing, the quality of riders in his wake. It's a wake-up call yet again for absolutely everybody. Wake up after the nightmare, you might say. What a day. Askren trying to dig as deep as he possibly can to keep something alive, but surely only going to be a podium place. And if he looks back any moment now, Mats Pedersen, all he's going to see is the man who seems to be in charge of his own destiny, constantly rewriting chapters. He rounds him, he pushes on, he doesn't want any passengers at all. Tadej Pogačar is going to win solo by the looks of things. 17 kilometres to go. What a show, what a display.
What a display, just to ride away from Van der Poel and then, come across that gap to Mats Pedersen so quickly and just joins up from straight by at a different speed and a different level.
This is something incredibly special, considering the day that everyone has had. You might say that he's danced around some of the bigger incidents today, but my goodness has he had to work for it. And if it was a battle plan, then it's being operated absolutely perfectly. We all knew, almost hiding in plain sight, that this would be potentially his playground. And yet again, he's reminding us of just what depths this man can plumb. When he requires drive, Sean, he seems to have an endless supply of it. It's remarkable.
Yes, well, it's he's just showing again that he did show last year on the same climb, how explosive and how much difficulty he can cause the other riders, and he's doing that once again here this time round. We can see Mats Pedersen is fighting bravely, and Van der Poel also is, fighting there. So if Van der Poel and Pedersen get together after the top of this climb, well then, if they can work together, they might be able to, to pull back that advantage to Pogačar a bit. And then we get on to the final climb, the Patersberg, of course. And at the top of that will be an interesting one, what the advantage will be. Because if you have two riders at the top of the Patersberg, they're only a 10-second off the leader on the road, it's possible still to come back, but it looks like Pogačar is going to pull out a big advantage before we get to the final climb of Patersberg.
Unbelievable, absolutely remarkable in almost every way. And throwing a whitey here, I'm afraid, is Van Aert. He doesn't. It's time to go for it. An uneven surface just made smooth by this man. He stays planted. He has got no fear, Sean, in all circumstance, it seems. And he's just heading for a huge win in a Palmares that includes so much. This is going to be special.
Yes, what a time there, around the 13 seconds. Will he be able to pull back a number of seconds on the climb? It's possible if Pogačar has given a lot and starting to feel the effects as you go to the top of the Patersberg. It can really make the rider suffer. And you could lose a number of seconds, but 11 seconds at the moment. It looks like that Van der Poel is just holding. And as we come over the top, it's going to be a time trial looking like between the two leaders on the road.
12 seconds, 13 seconds. It was 15 at the foot of it, but we've just been through the steepest section. Pogačar knows he's coming. There's your marker. Right, here we go. Count back time all the way to this man, Mathieu van der Poel. What have you got, my friend? Well, we know he's got an awful lot, and just tying up here is Mats Pedersen and just pushing on into the gap. Nielsen Powers is there as well. Oh, it's 15 seconds. It's 15 seconds at the marker. Is that too much to bridge? 13 kilometres. I think Mathieu van der Poel may well still have an option today. Let's wait and see. And the clock counts on.
That advantage is over the 30 seconds as we go through the 3 kilometres to go. They will be made aware of that, so now they will say, okay, I have to just, play this one right and try and, get the last step on the podium in this Tour of Flanders.
Well, if he did ease up, he's going for it again, Sean. Sometimes you need to give yourself just... we talk about rhythm being maintained, but sometimes it's better just to park up for a moment and then go again, Sean. Just allow yourself some respite. It bounced down towards 24 seconds. It's back up to 26 or 25. But with 1,800 metres to go, he should have the cushion to carry this.
Yes, well, I think it's a done deal now. Pogačar is going to go all the way, and you can see just in front of Mathieu van der Poel the distance there. When you look at it, that advantage of 25 seconds or 26 seconds, it doesn't sound a lot, but when you're on the road, the rate those guys are going, well, then the one you're chasing out front at that 23 seconds, it's a long distance out there, and inside this 2 kilometres to go, it's going to be the victory for Pogačar. And we can see here the chasing group, they're rolling through here now. As you said, Carlton, they're thinking about Fred Wright having a look over his shoulder here. They're all thinking about the third place in this race.
Well, Wout van Aert, it may well make the trio that we all believed we had to worry about. It could well be the 1, 2, 3. Let's wait and see if that's the case. Certainly the man who's going to be number one, he's already at the Flamme Rouge. They're filtering out all the bikes and cars. The crowd that wait by what will be the podium at the end of today. Don't forget, we've got the women's race as well, which we'll be crossing to live very, very quickly once we've welcomed home the first group here. Or the chasing group, I should say. We will be very quickly away to the women's race for you, so you don't miss a thing here. And Tadej Pogačar, you can hear the line caller just bringing him in into the hoarded section. This is absolutely magnificent, Sean. What a day and what a rider.
Yes, well, what a ride again. And, we did see him last year putting up a great performance, but just not being able to get rid of the men who he wanted to. Today, he, had to do it a bit more in a difficult way, further out because of the situation, the breakaway up front, but what a performance.
A man who's won 3 monumental races, Liège-Bastogne-Liège and